All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck? Good fish.
That'll do, too. Keep going. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Come on, Arthur. Don't be nervous.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill. Rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Don't give up, Arthur. You'll get the hang of it. I got a bite. Got one. Damn it, I lost him. First lesson, Arthur. You have to cast the line to catch a fish.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him?
That feels like a bite. Ha! Gotcha! Shit. Got away. Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving. Something's nibbling. There we go.
Come on, Arthur. You can't go back empty-handed. Arthur, you have to catch one at least. Maybe if you caught a fish, we'd stop teasing you.
All right, all right. This ain't a race.
You got a bite there, Arthur.
Looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
You got something biting, Arthur. Arthur's got a bite.
Now, reel him in, Arthur.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Fish on the line, Arthur. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed a lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes.
You hooked him?
Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Good job, Arthur.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Well done. Worth keeping, that one.
Nice, you hooked him.
Nicely done, Arthur.
Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one. That's on the hook, Arthur. There you go. That's a nice one.
Deepen that one, eh?
Not bad, Arthur. Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
You got a bite.
You're getting the hang of this. Yeah, that's a keeper.
Got a nibble there, Arthur? That'll grill up nice. Holding out for a bigger one, are you?
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Oh, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. I wish to God I'd have passed her by. Taters got burnt and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this round, round, round. We care not for martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchantmen that do our state's maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we have too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Hey there.
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Oh, don't be like that. Just a few bucks, and I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that?
How are you?
Well, don't let me bother you.
Yep.
Mr. Pearson, look what I've got. Fish!
Mr. Matthews! Mr. Matthews. You should have been a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim with them.
You know, one time, just off the Horn, a giant whale stalked us for months.
The same thing happened to me just south of Milwaukee, only I don't like to talk about it. I have nasty memories, though.
You're not a kind man. I'm not fooled.
Shoot us. So I did. Bang, bang, bang!
Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Nothing. The bastards have spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying. And rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food. And that, of course, was that. There he is. The man who saved my hide not once, but twice.
Herr Morgan.
What you want, Micah?
Nothing. Just saying thank you, brother. I can call you brother, can't I?
I think I like you even less when you're friendly.
You're the first person ever told me that.
All right, well, I should be getting on.
All right then, cowpoke.
You saw those fish Hosea dropped off?
I did. Looks like a successful trip.
It didn't start off so good. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Okay.
Miss O'Shea. That's my boy. Not bad.
Mr. Morgan!
I feel I made a bit of a fool of myself again.
We've all done it.
And you saved my life again.
Well, maybe one day you'll save mine. Or my soul. Yeah, I'd like that.
Don't make fun of me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Will you dance?
Anyway, it wasn't a complete waste of time. I stole this from one of those awful men. You should have it.
I'm not a monster, miss.
Thank you, but you were blind drunk.
I was drunk, but I never forget my manners. Be well, Mr. Morgan.
This is Ed.
Evening, Arthur.
You managing not to kill Pearson?
Only just.
Oh, he ain't that bad.
All right, Arthur.
My lady.
Good evening, Arthur.
Why have you got a guilty look?
I don't.
Okay. You're up to something, Miss Jackson.
Sure, Arthur.
Hi there.
Susan! Managing to keep everyone in line?
I'm doing my best.
For Hershey and all my world traveling and roaming around.
You must be nervous, being this close to the water.
Oh, don't you start.
I'm just looking out for you. Anyway, I won't disturb you.
Sounds good.
How's it going?
Come on now, Pearson.
Good for you.
You okay?
Hey,
Sure.
Like your new home?
I won't miss that other place, that's for sure.
Keep your nose clean. Keep your eyes peeled, Marston.
Arthur?
this is going in the pot.
This should keep us fully stocked.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan. I'm very into my crafting at the moment, Mr. Morgan.
I'll keep my eye out for some good material. Gonna be fine, Dutch.
Oh, that was fun today.
You didn't have to chase that train. Herr Strauss.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on, then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.